In Atomic Habits, James Clear believes that big goals should not be your primary focus in life. Instead, you should use repeated and consistent actions and systems to help develop habits that you can stick to. The major changes you want to make in your life depend more on building small habits than on making drastic transformations. For example, if you want to get in shape, your best bet is to eat slightly healthier, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep. Instead of wasting time setting unrealistic goals that require radical changes, all you need to do is make one small improvement each day. This idea is repeated throughout Atomic Habits. The quality of your life depends on the quality of your habits. Some habits are as small as an atom, but as these atomic habits accumulate, they can have a profound impact on your life. Fundamentals. Why do small changes make a big difference? What are habits? Habits are small daily behaviors that we perform automatically with little or no conscious thought. Habits are also powerful. We are what we repeatedly do. In this way, habits shape our identity. So, when repeated daily, even the smallest actions can have a significant impact. This is the power of habits. However, positive change requires patience. But you can be confident that good habits keep you on track, even if you don't see results immediately. Making big changes in your life through habits doesn't require drastic transformations. Often, small changes in your behavior are enough to achieve the desired results. Why is it hard to build good habits? Conditioning. Habits are formed through conditioning. In fact, we tend to repeat behaviors that feel rewarding until they become automatic. For example, as a baby, you sucked your thumb to soothe yourself. That calming sensation was a satisfying result that encouraged you to repeat the behavior. This is why bad habits are difficult to break and replace with good ones. Fortunately, you can also use conditioning to help build good habits. As adults, we can engage in habits like morning jogging because we experience an endorphin rush and feel more productive. Minor improvements. We often fail to build good habits because humans tend to convince themselves that massive success requires massive effort. It's easy to underestimate the power of small improvements like jogging every morning. However, the benefits will accumulate as this habit is repeated daily. Be mindful of your consumption by curating your feed to align with your goals. Use habit stacking by scheduling purposeful social media use, such as learning or networking. Set boundaries around phone usage, like designating phone-free times or spaces, to avoid distractions and stay focused on productive tasks. Clear explains why small, gradual changes can have a significant impact. He illustrates that improving by just 1% each day means you will be 37 times better by the same time next year. The calculation is 1.01 caret 365 equals 37.78. In other words, 37 times better. This is how small daily improvements turn into atomic habits, the best way to help you reach your goals. However, bad habits can work the same way. Clear shows that getting just 1% worse each day leads to poor results over a year, as 0.99 caret 365 equals 0.03, close to zero. Compound interest. Atomic habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Just as money multiplies through compound interest, the impact of your habits grows as you repeat them. However, this also means that habits may seem to make little or no difference on any given day. Yet, over months or years, their impact can be massive. Our goal is to cultivate the compound interest of healthy habits. But bad habits also accumulate. As mentioned earlier, procrastinating on a task may seem insignificant in the moment. However, if you repeat this mistake by just 1% each day, these small errors can add up to harmful results. Success is the product of daily habits, not one-time transformations. You won't see immediate positive results from daily habits because results always lag behind habits. In fact, habits often appear ineffective until you reach a threshold that unlocks a new level of performance. This threshold is called the plateau of latent potential. Since habits don't provide the instant gratification that humans crave, we often give up. This moment represents our plateau of latent potential. It explains why building habits is difficult. You must persist long enough to break through. Habit formation takes time, so you must learn patience and have faith in the process. Key concepts of atomic habits. This summary highlights the core principles of atomic habits, emphasizing conditioning through rewarding behaviors, small daily improvements, the power of habit compounding, delayed gratification, and the plateau of latent potential that leads to breakthroughs. Forget goals, focus on systems. Goals are the results you want to achieve. Systems are the processes that lead to those results. Your focus should be on systems and practical strategies. If you adopt this mindset, the goal will take care of itself. James Clear provides several reasons why systems matter more than goals. 1. Winners and losers have the same goals. Every Olympic athlete wants to win a gold medal. Every entrepreneur wants to be successful, but simply having a goal doesn't guarantee success. If goals alone determined winners, we would have millions of Olympic gold medalists and successful entrepreneurs. What sets winners apart is their systems, the daily habits and processes they follow. 2. Achieving a goal is just a momentary change. Goals can actually limit your happiness. We often assume that achieving a goal will bring instant happiness, but this mindset sets us up for failure. For example, even after reaching a goal, we may still feel unfulfilled. If we fail, we feel robbed of our chance at happiness. 3. Goals don't create long-term progress. Systems do. If you struggle to change your habits, the problem isn't you. The problem is your system. Instead of focusing on individual goals, focus on building a strong system. The core idea of atomic habits is this: you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your system. It's all about systems, not goals. Habit loops. Habits reinforce themselves. This means that performing a habit and receiving a reward strengthens your desire to repeat it. You can use this to your advantage when trying to change your behavior. There's a clear, step-by-step process that actions go through to become habits. Here are the simple steps for big changes. 1. Cue. Triggers your brain to start behavior because it expects a reward. 2. Craving. After receiving an initial reward, you start to develop a desire. You don't crave the habit itself, but rather the internal change it creates. 3. Response. Based on this craving, the behavior becomes part of your identity and turns into a habit. 4. Reward. Over time, this habitual behavior provides long-term benefits. James Clear gives the example of morning coffee in forming a habit loop. Cue equals waking up. Craving equals wanting to feel alert. Response equals drinking coffee. Reward equals feeling awake. These 4 steps combine to form a neural feedback loop. Cue, craving, response, reward. Over time, this loop allows you to create and reinforce automatic habits. The more you practice this habit loop, the more effortless the habit becomes. To help with this, Clear introduces 4 laws that explain how to effectively build habit loops. The 4 stages of habit formation. This visual concept breaks down the habit formation process into 4 key stages. 1. Cue, the trigger that initiates the habit. 2. Craving, the desire that follows the cue. 3. Response, the action or behavior. 4. Reward, the benefit gained from the action. Law 1, make it obvious. To use habit loops for building good habits, you need to make cues clear and visible. For breaking bad habits, you should make cues invisible or remove them. For example, if you want to improve your guitar playing skills, you need a clear cue that reminds you to practice. You could place your guitar in the middle of the living room so that your brain is frequently triggered to play it. Another great way to introduce new cues is through habit stacking. Habit stacking is simply adding habits before or after existing ones. Your brain creates strong neural connections to support regular habits. You can use these connections by linking a new habit to an established one. For example, after taking off your work shoes, put on workout clothes immediately. After pouring your first cup of coffee, meditate for 1 minute. By making habits obvious and pairing them with existing ones, you set yourself up for success.